Are you ready to take a walk with me? Yes. 1, 2, 3. I'm walking with spirit. I'm talking to the spirit. I'm learning with spirit. And I'm turning to the spirit. I'm growing. And it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. When I find myself in one of those situations that's leading to some kind of drama or confrontation, I go with it, get plugged into my friend before it's too late. Put spirit in front of me to make those good pictures stay. I'm walking with spirit. I'm talking to the spirit. I'm learning from the spirit. And I'm turning to the spirit. I'm growing, and it's showing. I'm walking with the spirit in front of me. When I find myself in one of those situations when I don't know what to do and I got no explanation, I go within and get plugged in for a revelation. 10 times out of 9 things will work out fine without my participation. I'm walking with the spirit. I'm talking to the spirit. I'm learning with the spirit. I'm turning to the spirit. I'm growing in the spirit. It's showing with spirit. I'm walking with the spirit in front of me. Yes, I'm walking with the spirit. I'm talking to the spirit. I'm learning from the spirit. And I'm turning to the spirit. I'm growing with spirit. I'm showing with spirit. I'm walking with the spirit in front of me. All right. Welcome y'all out there. You all know this one. Sing along. Ooh. Please excuse me for just a moment. As a friend of mine said, it was in tune when I bought it. Actually, it was in tune 5 minutes ago. The cold, coming in from the cold to the, not to the heat, it does a little something to it. Close enough for rock and roll. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah.
Yay! Thank you so much. Wow. I love the live music. It's awesome. Oh, good morning again. It's like so great to see everybody, and hi to everybody on the internet in some way, shape, or form. It's delightful. It's like, I can't believe it's November. It's going to be like Thanksgiving before we know it. It's like, wow. But good morning and welcome to the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. My name's Reverend Madalyn Wade, and I'm honored to be your minister today while Rafe is away. And I just want to remind us of who we are so we can remember again. We are a radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, supportive community that celebrates the diversity of creation. We strive to live authentic spiritual lives through a practical application of the teachings of the science of mind. We engage in sacred practices that uplift our spirit, deepen our awareness, and ignite our soul's self-expression. We demonstrate active compassion to ourselves, each other, and the world. We experience meaningful contributions through giving generously of our time, our talents, and our treasure. We intentionally promote our community and its teachings because we know this stuff works. It does. So I'd like to invite Reverend Lanny up for our inclusion candle lighting service. This is a beautiful ritual that we do every Sunday. We light these candles to celebrate the unity of all peoples, all faiths, all beings, all life. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for Taoism, honoring the path of ultimate reality, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the middle way and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the teachings of Jesus as the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought teaching, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal principles of love and law. We light the 10th candle for absolute inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome and celebrated here. And we light this final candle, honoring the infinity of oneness, as all creation seen and unseen. And now I'm going to turn the mic back over to the musicians.
All right, this is a... I can't start without the rhythm. This next piece is a little Karen Drucker chant intended for a group of singers. It's a call and response kind of thing, but as it turns out, it's just Julie and me up here this morning. So you all are hereby recruited as the group of singers. So it's a little confusing on the words, I think, on the screen or on your paper there. I'm going to, each thing, other than the very intro, which is what do I want, what do I desire, which I'll just do. When we get to prosperity, I claim it. Each phrase is just one word or two words or a few syllables. And I'll kind of cue you. It goes, prosperity, prosperity, I claim it, I claim it. Abundance, abundance is mine, is mine. It goes something like that. All right? What do I want? What do I desire? What will bring me to my highest good? What do I want? Singers, what do I desire? What will bring me to my highest? Here we go. Prosperity. I claim it. Abundance is mine. Love flows through me. I feel joy all the time. I can have it. I deserve it. I claim it. It is mine. I can have it. I deserve it. I am it. It is mine. The peace fills my heart. I surrender everything. Health is my birthright. The passion helps me sing. Of course, prosperity, abundance isn't just about getting stuff, right? Sometimes it's not getting what I want, or what I think I want, or not getting what I desire. It might be in growing ways that I don't even yet know that I want. Right? So I release, I let go, I accept what is mine. I can have it, what I want, and let spirit direct the flow. Life is good. Life is fun. Life is great. This song is not done because we're going to do the chorus one more time. 1, 2, 3. I can have it. I deserve it. I claim it. It is mine. I can have it. I deserve it. I am it. It is mine. Thank you. Very good. Good work. I think for the first time around, that wasn't too darn bad, you know?
Well, the other thing about the first of the month is all the songs are new. So we get, it's like turning a new page. Not only do I have to remember to turn my clock back, yada, yada, yada. It's so great to be back here. And I do have a few announcements. So let's breathe together. So there is information on the slides, which we'll go through. There's also a handout that if you're here in this space and you would like to have a handout of the announcements, that is a possibility. And also it's available in the weekly newsletter that you would get online. So if you miss an announcement, you want to go back and say, what was that about? You can always do that. So the first news, of course, as a lot of people can tell, is that we are open. We are here, we are live, and we are following the current Nevada County public health orders. So we're doing what is required for vaccination status, all that kind of stuff. We wear our mask. I don't wear it when I'm speaking because then you really couldn't hear me very well. And so it's basically we're following the protocols that are called for the highest and best for everybody. And we are keeping our bead system, which I think is awesome. And so it's how we communicate without having to speak what our comfort level is. So if someone is wearing red beads, they would like you to stay away, no physical touching, 6 feet between you. And that's their preference, and then honor their request, please. If it's yellow, which I call gold, but it's really yellow, I'm still figuring out what's comfortable for me. Please ask me. And I wear this because it matches my outfit better. So, and then there's green, and that means I'm okay with interacting, close proximity. I'm just handshakes, even hugs. You know, I'm go for it. And then if you want to have a space next to you while you're seated here, there are space saver placards that you could put on the seat next to you, and people will honor that so you could have some space. And then if by any chance you are not feeling well, please, please stay home, because we want to have you join us online so that you and everybody else is safe. And then on the off chance that you, on Monday or Tuesday or whenever, come down with something that is concerning and are tested and need to let us know, please call Reverend Rafe or myself or Reverend Lanny and let us know that you were here and that there was a possible exposure. We just want to honor the tracing if it's necessary, which it won't be, but just in case. Deep breath. We have the Actualizing Wholeness has been canceled for the rest of this year, and it's going to be revisited for 2022. There's something that Rafe has started with Deborah that it's very needed in the community, and it's called, they're calling it the Parent Support Group, and they've launched it. It's in Nevada County, and it's for parents who are experiencing a child with mental health or substance abuse behaviors or a formal diagnosis. It's not a therapy group. It's not an indoctrination of any kind of religious stuff. And it's an opportunity to share experiences, resources, solutions, and support with each other while learning and having it in a brave, confidential space so that you can feel safe. There's no charge for participating, but there is a love offering basket to help cover the expenses of the center. And it's in person on Thursday evenings from 6 to 7, and there's no meeting Thanksgiving, of course. So that's an important offering. And then, guess what? It's the end of the year. It's time for the annual pledge drive. And it's important to support this loving community so that we can support others, because we truly are here in consciousness for all of us to thrive and just live beautiful, wonderful lives. The mailing has gone out. If you don't get it by Tuesday, please let Juanita know and she can assist you. But also, more even awesome in some ways, Dina has gotten it onto our website. So you can just go online and fill out the little form and do your pledge for next year. And it's wonderful. So I'm so grateful to Dina for doing that. Another deep breath. I keep going. I do stop eventually. Okay, then Thanksgiving, of course, there is a Thanksgiving Eve service, and it's on Wednesday, November 24th at 6 o'clock in the morning, evening, excuse me. Don't come at 6, no, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, so we're gathered to celebrate our gifts from this past year, the wonderful expressions of life that we've lived, and to set our intentions and what we're going to be grateful for next year. And so we will each get an opportunity, it's not required, to share a gratitude, something that you are grateful for, and to set your intentions for next year and establish your year-long practice. So yeah, that's awesome. That's just a wonderful, it's so important, so important. There are 2 openings on the Board of Trustees, and so serving this community is a wonderful way to just blossom yourself, because when you're in service, you get, stuff attracts to you. You just never know what's going to be. So there are 2 openings, and it's in charge of the fiscal well-being and solvency of the center. And we're looking for people with passion and skills for fundraising and marketing. If you have any hidden talents in those areas, or not so hidden, you can show up and it'd be great to have you on the board. Christmas Eve candle lighting service. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. So Friday, December 24th. Can't believe Christmas is on a Saturday, huh? We will gather to celebrate the consciousness of the Christ and in physical form, and the lighting of the candles with the sacred ceremony. And we'll be saying yes to that birth of that consciousness in our own lives. So it's so fun. Safe fire. Yay. Safe fire. And then save the date, January 1st, New Year's Day. There will be a visioning board workshop here from noon until 4. And it's a $25 fee, but it includes all your materials, so you don't have to bring anything. And there's more registration information coming soon. And then lastly, in 2022, we're going to go deeper. And it's going to be a weekly discussion group on Wednesday evenings from 6 to 7. And we'll be using the weekly spiritual practices that are in the bulletin and newsletter each week, based on the Sunday talk. So it's going to be a beautiful framework and holding. And if you want, there's a 2022 spiritual journal that is from CSL, the Centers for Spiritual Living, that you can purchase for $14.95 from the CSL bookstore. And it has 2 pages each week. It's like a beautiful journal that will go with you throughout the whole year with all the information and everything. It's just awesome. So I would encourage you to check that out, order it, and then plan to be here in January for that group starting up. Okay, deep breath. We're finished with the announcements. It's so sweet. And now it's the time for our inward shift. And so I'm going to invite Reverend Lanny up to lead us and just support us in this. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Madalyn. Oops. Hang on a second. Is it on here? Let me put it up. Are we on? Yes. Okay, thank you. We just didn't have volume. Hello, now that I have volume. And blessings, greetings to everyone. And happy end of daylight savings time. Getting our hour back. Yay. The community value that we are exploring today is love. Now, we just have one word for love, but the Greeks had many, many words for love. They had eros, which was for sexual pleasure, sexual passion. They had philia, which is for deep friendship. They had ludus, which is for playful love. They had pragma, which is for long-standing love. They had philautia, which is for the love of self. But the love that we aspire to is agape. And agape is a Greco-Christian term referring to unconditional love, the highest form of love, charity, and the love of spirit for its creation and the love of its creation for the spirit. That reciprocity of realizing the presence of the spirit and recognizing it in everyone and everything. One of the phrases that I love from the Bible, from John, is perfect love casteth out fear. And there is a lot of fear roaming around in our world today. And so the antidote to the fear is love. So in his letter to the Corinthians, Paul wrote, "If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. So in our community, we aspire to that unconditional love, to the respect, the care, and the service to others that allows us to share our joys and sorrows, and that allows us to really experience the love of Spirit within ourselves and within each other. And so now we are going to sing a song as we move into our meditation. We're going to sing a song called Surely the Presence.
Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel its mighty power and its grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place. I can feel its mighty power and its grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of love is in this place. Surely the presence of love is in this place.
breathing in, I remember that which breathes me. That there is a power and a presence, a divine intelligence that is behind everything. That is the invisible force creating and evolving and emerging into form through all of its creation. So everything is an outpicturing of that one life force, of that one spirit, of that one creative essence that is love itself, peace itself, joy itself, creativity, abundance, wholeness, health, beauty, truth, justice, goodness of every kind is absolutely available in the infinite potential of the energy of life itself, everywhere present. And so in this moment, I call forth that good in a greater way today, in a greater realization of that love, of that agape, which allows that spirit of life to flow unimpeded as love through each and every one, to each and every one, so that there is connection, there is a realization of our oneness, of our unity, of our ability to come together, to work together, to play together, and to love one another in ways that are supportive, in ways that are enriching, that in ways that are enlightening for all. And that together we are evolving our consciousness into greater and greater expressions of that inner divine being made manifest in and through and as each one of us. And so I am grateful for Jeff and Julie today providing our music. I am grateful for Juanita doing the technical aspect. I'm grateful for Gary doing the greeting. I'm so grateful for the talk that Madalyn is going to be giving us, inspiring us and allowing us to move forward in that expanded expression of spirit. And so with great, great gratitude for all of this good that I know is unfolding in this moment, with love and with joy, I release my word into the law of life, knowing that the law responds by corresponding to this energy and brings it into perfect manifestation. And we affirm this truth together as we say, and so it is. And so now we will do our affirmation. And our affirmation is, I'm going to say it once, and then we'll say it together. And it looks like the one you have on your sheet is not the one that's on the screen. So, okay, I'm going to say it, and then you guys can say it after me. Freely I have received, freely I give. Okay, I have received, freely I give. And so it is.
This is a song by Gary Lynn Floyd, who some of you may know. He's performed here. Faith, love, and wisdom, the power to be, all has been given, living in me, now and forever. I will will be free here in this moment, infinitely. Love, hope, and freedom, the truth will live on. Spirit arising, steady and strong, now and forever. I will be free here in this moment, infinitely. Open my eyes, all I can see, the skies upon skies waiting for me, waiting for me, infinitely. Faith, love, and wisdom, the power to be, all has been given, living in me, now and forever. I will be free here in this moment, infinitely. Open my eyes, all I can see, the skies upon skies waiting for me, waiting for me, infinitely, infinitely. Infinitely, infinitely. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Infinitely. Oh, wow. That was so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, a new month, a new theme. So reciprocity as community. That's what we're going to be talking about today and this month. And this first talk is called The View from Here. And as I was preparing this talk, I was amazed. Looking back to January 1st, 2021, which is a mere 44 weeks ago, look at all that's happened. Wow. Just amazing on so many different fronts. This entire year has been just beyond measure. Think about your own life for a minute. What's happened in the last year? Let alone the news and all that stuff, but what's happened for you? I know I've had several dear friends who have been ill. Several dear friends didn't make it. And they're on to new adventures. I trust and know that. There was the birth of a brand new baby in my family. We have now let's see, she's she is 11 months old today. No, last week. So we have an 11-month-old in my family. There hasn't been a baby in a really long time. So it's like, wow, now there's a baby. So a lot of us have had a lot of different experiences. And a lot of stuff is still happening. So what I'd like to do today is look at some of those things through the lens of science of mind, love and law. Because, you know, we've had, a lot of us experienced fire and water issues, either too much or too little, or both. And it's been an amazing thing. And we're all in this together. We are all one. We are the heartbeat of the universe on planet Earth. Wayne Dyer says it this way, and I really like this. When we attempt to isolate anything, we find that it is in some way part of everything else in the universe. Just as it is absurd for a single wave to see itself as separate from the ocean, so it is for any of us not to recognize our oneness with what we call infinity. We are all in this together. We are whole, perfect, and complete, and one. So all the environmental problems that we're having, the global warming, the floods, the fires, the pollution, the water issues, all that stuff. And we rely on the water and the air and the food and stuff. And we have a giant distribution problem. There is plenty on this planet, but we have a distribution issue. And we need to look at that. Because we're realizing that we're all one nature, and we all have similar needs, and giving to others and receiving, if we can get that going at a deeper, higher level, there is plenty available. There is plenty. So it's about the reciprocity. It's about the giving and the receiving. And when you give, you have no idea how magnified it will be when it comes back. And it always does. It always does. So what we receive, we give, and what we give, we receive. It's that divine reciprocal keeps going and going and going. It's like, I don't know if you've ever noticed, you guys all have permission to yawn. So if you yawn, I will yawn. It's like, it's catching. Or if you have plants, beautiful flowers, and if you don't water them, they won't live. So it's a reciprocal thing. If you're watering them, they will sprout and bloom and be beautiful. So we give and receive. The vision from one of the lines from the Centers for Spiritual Living Vision is, we envision a world in which resources are valued, cared for, and grown, and where there is a generous and continuous sharing of these resources. So it's a constant reciprocal stuff. And reciprocity, it's the mutual dependence. I keep saying we're in this together, but we take action. We're influenced. There's a mutual exchange. And it's so funny because you may do something for someone and it's anonymous, and you have no idea of the impact in that world. But it's huge. It's like a ripple effect. It goes out and out and out, keeps going. So it's done unto us as we believe. So if we believe we don't have enough, as you wish, you won't have enough. There's no magic. It's like this happens and this happens. There's a story that's ancient from Aesop's fables, and it illustrates this so beautifully. Androcles and the lion. There's an escaped slave named Androcles, and he stumbles upon a lion in the forest. Now, we only have mountain lions up here, but I'm sure it was a different kind of lion, but it's still dangerous. Yeah. So the lion has a vicious thorn stuck in its paw. Androcles removes the thorn for the lion, and they both go on their way. But then they're both captured, because he's an escaped slave, and the other one's a lion. and and Androcles is sentenced to be thrown to the lions by the emperor. So they throw Androcles to the lion, and the lion proceeds to lick his face. And the emperor goes, for those of you who can't hear me or see me, I opened my mouth and just, yeah. Anyway, it's like, really? And so the emperor let them go. So it's a perfect share of reciprocity. Androcles had no idea that when he took the thorn out of that lion's paw that it would ever matter to anyone but the lion. It's just so powerful. So we are here in our common unity. We are, the power of our collective consciousness is so vital to our thriving and our existence here together on Earth. Instead of giving our energy, attention, focus to our fears, and it's not working, and participating in conversations that get everybody upset and not, we need to raise our vibration to those things that will plant mental seeds, healing vibration, knowing that we can make a difference. We can move forward, and we can do everything we individually and as a community can do to support our life on Earth together. Because we are in community, and we are in that reciprocal situation. And the things that we do, the recycling, all that kind of stuff, it does matter. And the more we can do, the better. Because there is an urgency on Earth. Our Earth is giving us big signals. The floods, the fires, the melting glaciers. The Earth is saying, alert, alert, alert. Pay attention, pay attention. Change something. What you're doing is not working for all of us. It's a reciprocal. As we take care of the Earth takes care of us. We don't take care of the Earth, we put toxicity into the Earth. Guess what comes back? What you put in comes back. Yeah. And that's sad, but that's the truth. That's the truth. Now, I'm sure all of you are probably aware that there's a big climate conference in Glasgow, Scotland. We're right in the middle of it, and it's got another week. It ends on the 12th, I believe. And there's a lot going on there. And some of it's great, and some of it's really disappointing, and everywhere in between. And there are people energized and protesting, and I see that protest as a mixed thing, because if they're getting in the way, that's not helpful. If they're saying, yes, let's move forward, let's raise our awareness, let's come through with what we promise. What world leaders say is important, but what they do is even more important. So it's the follow-through. I'm sure that everyone's doing the best they can at the conference, but they need support. They need to realize we don't have a lot of time to shift, because it's for the little ones. It's for the new babies. It's for the children that are born, that are newly arrived and all that. It's for them. It's for the generations to follow us. It's not for us. We've been blessed. Our lives have been beautiful. We've turned on the water tap and the water has flowed. We've gone into the forest and been able to walk in the forest and not seen burnt stumps. Thich Nhat Hanh says it this way, and I just love this. I am the forest that is being cut down. I am the rivers and the air that are being polluted. And I am also the person who cuts down the forest and pollutes the rivers and the air. I see myself in all species. I am all species in me. We are all in this together. And so we must live in a way that honors and respects the earth. And how can we do that? A lot of us are already doing a lot, but the power of our thought, our collective consciousness, can be expanded beyond what we're doing now. We can choose to believe in lack and that it's too late and that it's beyond measure and there's limitations and there's destruction and all. But if we believe that, guess what happens? That's what happens. I don't believe that's beyond redemption. I don't believe that we cannot do anything. I know Mother Earth is there for us, and we need to be there for Mother Earth. We can look beyond those temporary conditions and know the higher expression of health and well-being for our planet and for ourselves, because we're in it together. We're totally in it together. So there was this formula that was given out by a person. She wrote an essay in a book called Spiritual Ecology, and this is her I think her name's Ingerman, but she says intention plus union plus love plus harmony plus concentration plus focus plus imagination equals transmutation. We know how to do this. We have the tools. And years ago now, there was a retreat that we went to here, and David Alt came to conduct a retreat. And he said something that has stuck with me all these years, and that is that the solution already exists. The solutions already exist. We just need and want and desire to uncover them, to bring them forth and share them and get more energy going forth. Because that action needs to be taken for the unborn, for the new babies, for the little ones, for the generations beyond them. And so community effort and action is what's called for. Ernest Holmes reminds us in the Science of Mind textbook, man's mind should swing from inspiration to action, from contemplation to accomplishment, from prayer to performance. Let us feel that our purposes are animated and inspired from on high, and then let us go forth and make our dream come true in human existence. I have the chills. I know that that is possible. So what can we do? Daily prayer, daily knowing that we're awakening to what can be done, and divine guidance for our leaders and the world and decision makers and business decision makers. Divine guidance, yeah. And the power to stick to what they know is right for the planet's health and well-being. If we plant a tree, great. If we conserve water, great. I had a lot of Navy showers this year. You know what those are. You jump in, get wet, lather up, oops, turn off the water, lather up, jump back in, turn on the water, and rinse real quick. And those are the kind of habits that we need to keep. We need to keep that stuff. Because our habits, what we're used to, what we're comfortable with, is part of the issue. Because we, I venture to say, in this country, not everyone in this country, but by and large, we have so much. Yeah. And there's more and more to do. Recycling, all those things. And I'm not going to go through all that now, because there are resources, there are people in this community like Reverend Lanny who are passionate about that, who has information or can lead you to where to go. It's just, but the possibilities are endless, and collective prayer is so powerful. So we want to live from a higher consciousness. and do what is mine to do. And Sandra Ingerman, that's the lady's name, she says, we must remember how to honor and respect life with each breath, step, word, and thought. What you bless blesses you in return. This is the power of reciprocity. Let's take this into prayer. That one divine source, that source of all creativity, love, power, passion, action, and light. I just know and accept that each of us are that beacon of light. Within us and through us, there is a light into this world. A moving forward with grace, ease, certainty, and desire to co-create a world that works for everyone. And I know and accept that as we redistribute all the beautiful, beautiful resources of this earth, we do so with grace, expeditiously, and with love. I just know and accept that there is that divine idea, divine ideas, springing up from hearts and minds that come forth, and that there is energy and support in all ways needed and possible, that there is a greater good coming forth. There is that healing of the planet and healing of ourselves. There is that highest thriving and viability, and we're just vital and energized, and I know and accept that this is the truth. This is my aspiration, this is my intention, this is my vision, and I'm committed to it. I know and accept that the universe comes together and unexpected support and love and energies and ideas come forth, and there is something miraculous showing up. And I just know and accept that each and every one of us in this room, in this community, in this state, in this country, in this planet, in this entire universe, thrive, and that there is that divine intelligence that knows. And I listen. I listen full body, full mind, full heart, and I listen. And I know that these thoughts, these knowings, this divine health and prosperity for all of us is in the divine creative law. And it says yes. And it is done unto us as we believe. And I believe this, and I know it, and I live it. So I let these words go, knowing with confidence, conviction, trust, love, grace, and passion that they are so. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you very much. Deep breath. And now is our time of conscious giving. So I'd like everyone to say the conscious giving prosperity affirmation with me. Let's start. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And if you're online, you can go to the website, and we'd love to hear from you in a monetary form. Thank you.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. God does everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power.
much, Jeff and Julie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. And Rev Lanny. Oh, I'm going to bless the offering. Yes. Come here. My loving husband. Thank you, sweetie. My gratitude's overflowing. I just know and accept that these gifts are pressed down, multiplied, and are in alignment with that highest and best healing of that planet and all of us. And I'm so grateful knowing that these are pressed down and multiplied. And so it is. Thank you. Yay. I still really thank you a lot. Yeah, Jeff and Julie. It's just awesome, awesome, awesome. And Rev Lanny, who's got my back and keeps me online. It's so perfect. Yeah, good team, good team. And then Gary, of course, doing the greeting and the offering for us. And without Juanita, you wouldn't hear me, see me, or Jeff and Julie, or Lanny, or anybody else. So just the tech guru, thank you so much. Yay. Yes, and Rev Ray for making sure that all the bases were covered. And yeah, it's awesome. It's just, I'm so grateful. And it's amazing, isn't it, to look back over this last year? All the things that have happened here in this community as well. It's just, thank God. Thank God. So please stand for the benediction. And you can repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It's this thing called possibilities.
It is this thing called possibility.
It is this thing called commitment.
It is this thing called commitment.
It's this thing called perfect healing.
It is this thing called perfect healing.
I know it. I feel it. I sense it. Because I am it. And so it is. Blessings to all. Bye. Oh, yes, song. I said bye.
I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate. One more time, let me hear you now. I give myself permission to be all I can be. I give myself permission to live passionate and free.